Okay, welcome back to the chess channel for beginners. This is the Zukertort opening or the Tennison Gambit. It is an e4 opening, and it starts with e4, and black uh, immediately attacks the center, playing the move d5, and I simply bring out the knight to f3, and then I retreat the knight to this square. The computer is saying that I should have played knight to g5, but I wanted to play the knight to e5, still attacking this pawn right here. Eventually bringing the wanting to bring the bishop out, but black had other plans. He wanted to kick the knight. So if the opponent kicks the knight, that's fine. Simply play f6 check, and when he blocks, sacrifice the knight, which is a mistake, because now I get the rook, and then now it's just it's gonna fall apart for black. So he plays the move king f7, and then I play the move bishop c4 check. He blocks queen h7 check. He moves the king to e8, and then I snatch the pawn on the g6 pawn with check tempo, and now he moves the face the queens off, and I snatch the knight. He wants to develop now because that is his biggest um, that is his biggest weapon right now, to be able to develop his minor pieces. As you can see, his bishop is not neither bishop is developed. He just brought the knight out. I could pin the knight to the queen and then continue my development. I've already castled my king. His king is running all over the board. It's just not good for black. So now I develop my other minor pieces, knight c3, and then knight takes e4, um, queen to h7 check. He blocks with the queen, and then I move here, letting the bishop, letting the sacrificing white bishop. It's okay. Um, then I play the move d4, opening up a line for the black bishop to come over here and perhaps harass his bishop. Okay, so c takes e, and then c takes d3. Knight takes d4, bishop e3, threatening the knight. The knight plays to attack the rook in the corner, but there really isn't much counterplay from this position. If you'll look here, yeah, the knight can snatch the bishop on the next move, but that's fine because now I have a direct bead on his queen. So knight takes e3, rook takes c7 check. He blocks with the bishop just as I thought he would. Now I will take his knight, and rook to c8 doesn't matter because now I played the damaging move, rook to f6. His queen is basically gone no matter where she retreats. If he retreats the queen to here, um, then I will play the move rook to f8, discovered with the queen, taking the bishop, and then immediately following once he moves his king, um, taking well, actually he could take the rook. He could take the rook. He could take the rook, but at any rate, he didn't do that. But if he took the rook, then I could take his other bishop. Or I'm gonna take his. If he protects his queen, I'll take his rook and let him take back with the queen, and then I would play the knight to f. Yeah, I would play the knight to f6. Yeah, I played the knight to f6, and from that point, um, the game would equalize, but white is slightly better because I have one, two, three, four, five, six pawns. He has two pawns, two bishops and a rook. I have a queen, and I have both my rooks. And he would not have a rook after that move. I would still have my rook. So white is slightly better. He went ahead and took, and then I took with tempo. He took check, moved the king, and I took his rook. And at this point, black resigns. The Tennison Gambit is a very aggressive opening. Um, there are some moves that you can do to prevent some of the outcomes. So let's look at it. When the knight went to here, his best move was to bring the knight here because it prevents me from coming attacking this Achilles heel of the king with the bishop or even with the knight. But he didn't do that. Where his biggest mistake was right was right here, kicking the knight. When he kicked the knight, he opened up check, and then the rest is just completely history. I mean, it was just terrible. I mean, I could have snatched the knight at that point. Um, his black bishop is pinned. I mean, there's so many options you can do when if your opponent makes the wrong move playing the Tennessee Gambit. I can have a force move here, trade off the bishops. Um, it's just bad. It's really, really bad. That one move that resulted in all of that. But anyway, that is the Tennessee Gambit, and thanks for watching. Hit leave Please leave a comment and hit subscribe.